Hey guys, welcome to my mess. Let's get back to the 70 Charger and let's get back to doing some work and putting this car back together. Hope you guys stay tuned, enjoy the video. Welcome back. Welcome back. Real quick, we're going to throw on the frame rail extensions and then we're going to actually throw in our release spring just to make sure everything lines up before we weld them on. So we're going to throw them on, then we're going to mark them up, then we're going to weld them in for good. So we're going to bring you guys along for this one, hopefully. Pretty good. We're gonna bring you guys back when we actually have some more stuff hanging in here, okay? Hope you guys follow along. Alright, we're back. We have the shocks in there. Test fit a little bit of stuff. Last thing I want to do is throw the floor on, make sure where that kind of cross rail, it's got a bit of a metal lean to it, kind of a angle. Put the floor on, make sure it's fine, then we're gonna mark it with a pen. We're welding that thing in. Tired of messing with it, so I'm gonna just set you guys down so you can see me put on the floor. It's big and bulky, so it's kind of annoying to move it around and have you guys around, but that's what we're doing here.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Alright, we're back. Welded solid, welded solid, welded solid. Now another issue I just ran into is I didn't weld my wheel wells. This one prep run. So this wheel well, we're gonna cut it apart and we're gonna knack the little spot weld things in it and spot weld the whole thing. Then we should be good with prep before putting the floor on. So let's get back to it. I want to get at least the floor drilled by today. So let's get to this right now, okay? Let's jump into this wheel well. Buzzing along. Wheelhouses, man, they look good. And what we're gonna do now is put put the trunk pan on, trunk floor. Trunk floor is going to go on. We're going to trace it with a marker and see where we have to drill spot welds. So let's get to it. I'm going to bring you guys along, even though it's going to be a fast forward. There ain't much to talk about when you're doing this kind of stuff. Just get it done.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, no.
Now we are still moving along on this thing. So, got the trunk floor on, we've got all the spot welds grinded down. I do like using an easy out, or no, it's not an easy out, it's a step bit, but it does leave a lot of metal at the end of that drill. So, got these ready to go. One thing we're gonna do before we put this on is we're gonna put the whole car back together. We're gonna put quarters on, wheelhouses on, all that stuff. One more fitment before we get the trunk in. And it's just good to do these fitments over and over and over. Never gets old doing them. It sucks, but we did it. One thing I'm really happy we did is putting the axle on with the leaf springs. Definitely made me feel more comfortable before welding anything in. And then I actually took some old shocks off the 73 Duster and we just hung them up there. And everything works. Everything looks good. Let's catch you guys back when we're actually putting the car back together. And we're just gonna fast forward you guys through them. I know a lot of you, I've had some comments complaining about them, but I kind of do like them for the pure fact that not that it adds any substance, but it's not just me coming back and talking and saying what we're doing. You guys are actually seeing what goes into doing the car. You see the time it goes into it. A lot of those fast forwards are about 500% speed. So it's an hour or 30 minutes and I still cut some stuff out. It's more or less just getting the one piece, moving to the next piece, moving to the next piece, or moving to the next area. So it definitely is a lot of time and a lot of work. But we're gonna get back at it, you guys. Stay tuned, stay along. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you guys get a little bit of an itch, because we are really rolling on the Charger. I wanna get this thing welded together into my other garage before winter. Because if it gets in there, I can do a lot of wiring, I can do a lot of work without having to drive out to the shop. That means I can probably work Monday through Friday as well, not just the weekends. So let's get this thing going and let's get it to the garage. Okay guys, we're gonna jump back into it. We're gonna hang everything we said we're gonna hang, we're gonna go from there. But I'm just gonna bring you guys along for the bring back of the car. We might skip around having to move the camera. We're gonna put it together with you. So much for prep work. just so you see, stuff doesn't always go together the way you want it, or the way it just came off. It's Birdsong who was saying these are just terrible. But a hard car, but we got all our screws to line up. I guess we only had the one there. We're gonna keep going. But we're gonna jump to the other side. We're not gonna bring you guys along for that one. We're gonna put the other side roll oil in, and then we're gonna mock up the back part of the car, and then we'll bring you guys back for that. We're gonna show you guys one side of kind of what goes to putting it together, but not the other side, because it's the same stuff over and over. So we'll bring you guys right back when we get the other side done and start putting more back on the driver's side. Alright guys, we're going to catch up on the passenger side. We're going to bring you guys back to putting the rear of the car on. We're going to try to get through that part. It's going a little hinky, but it's the nicest the quarters have ever went on for me. They're kind of a pain because you have a little bar right here on the inside. You got to bend it back, start that, make sure that bar, and make sure the front's on. So I always leave the extensions off. But let's get back to it, okay? Alright guys, let's get to it. We're going to put the back together.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't have to plan it, I can go change my fate. You won't understand it, all alone, that's okay. People I can't stand them, they don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing, and I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Alright, we're back. It'd be easier just not to show you guys this and work on it and just admit it never happened. But we are running into an issue on the back here. Mostly up here, and it's mostly on the passenger side. We've used too many sheet metal screws and we have too many holes going on. So we're gonna do it right. We're gonna stop, take off the panel, and we're gonna weld them up. And then we're gonna grind them flat and we're gonna start over. So one issue we're having is I kind of looked, that's really close. And this one I can shove my finger in. So we've got a pretty bad gap. And I noticed the gap is we hung on our deck lid supports just to kind of see how they go in. And another issue I have with those is one of them actually has a bolt and one of them's missing like a castle washer or something, some kind of pin that holds it in. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to order new ones, to be honest, but they're nice, they're mocked up. but we're having that issue. So I think we're just gonna have to stop for the weekend, take our time fixing all these holes that we've made, all these sharp little burrs. And all we're gonna have to do is stick a piece of brass behind it, weld it up, and then grind it flat. But it's an issue we're running into and we have to fix it. We really can't keep going because there's just so many holes back, and it's really only this panel that's just terrible. And then these two little extensions. So if we fix it now, it makes it easier for putting it together, say the next time. And already our holes are off, so we gotta go at it again. I'm guessing what happened is when I was ratchet strapping and the one side pulls and the other side just hangs, it wasn't getting it square. So I think what I'll have to do is I'm gonna measure. I'm gonna take my time, measure right here and measure the other one. Maybe there's some math I can do with what they're at now, because this is the length I want it. Maybe I can figure out some math from this one to the other one, and then we can split the difference and it'll work that way. But for now, we're gonna take off the tail panel, we're gonna weld them up, and we're gonna bring you guys along for it. So let's get back to work. Alright guys, I want to bring you along to see this now. Now just so you guys can see, that's just me. I'm going a little hard on these. So when you're doing your car, check square, check what you're doing, make sure you have the measurements before you're starting. And you won't run into the issues I'm running into. But we're gonna take off the other two extensions. We're gonna leave the quarters on. We're just gonna weld the quarters while they're on the car. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. But we got a lot to fix, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna bring you guys back when the welder's set up and we're starting, okay? All right, let's get to work. Alright guys, we did a lot of welding, did a lot of work this week, did a lot of work this month or whatever. We didn't finish what we wanted to finish, which was welding in the floor, because we ran into such a big problem at the back of the car that we felt we needed to take a break and fix that first. And I don't feel ashamed saying I messed up the back of that car. It happens. I'm not a professional. I'm not the best Dodge enthusiast there is. But I'm admitting to my faults and I'm gonna fix them, because the car deserves that. And if I ever do sell the thing, I want to be able to say, yeah, this car is right. It's really good, it's perfect, as best as I could do, which won't be perfect. But it'd be a hell of a lot better than what most of these guys do, just mudding and stuff. So appreciate you guys following along. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, leave me something. It's a fun adventure, and I hope we just keep growing from here. Hope the work just gets better. Hope the videos get a little better. Hope you guys can let me know what you want to see or what you just skip right through, because on this, I really don't know how you don't just get a little bit of a fast forward on all this. But it is the work that goes into a car, so we're going to show it. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.